Welcome. Today we are trying out a roguelike called Jupiter Hell. If I recall correctly, it's heavily inspired by Doom RL. I don't know if anybody remembers that, it was described as a quote coffee break roguelike back in the day. And it was Doom themed, and the runs tended to be shorter and kind of shorter levels, and it was similar to it was Doom inspired in terms of the enemies and everything. And I believe Jupiter Hell, I don't know the lineage, whether Jupiter Hell is by the same developer or what. I could probably, if you care, I'm sure the information is out there. But I do remember there's some relationship between these games, and Doom RL was very much an ASCII roguelike, and Jupiter Hell is very much not. In fact, I was listening to a podcast interview with the developer of Jupiter Hell, where they talked about their struggles with marketing the game, and you'll see this fairly quickly. Apparently when their release trailer, a lot of people came away with the impression that it was a twin stick shooter because the movement looks very smooth, even though it is an actual tile-based roguelike, but the movement looks very smooth, and you also can play it with a controller. But it's not a twin stick shooter, and apparently this was a big source of grief for them, trying to overcome that misconception. And man, if that doesn't suck the joy out of game development, I don't know what does. There's so many things other than just developing the game. So let's try to get into it and try to capture it. This time oh, things are happening. I want you to see this.
Have you lost your goddamn minds? You idiots are gonna pay for shooting up my... What the hell? Ugly motherfucker.
I managed to break it. What did I do? I know what I did. Apologies. Let's try that again. The issue I was having is the window, I was seeing the title bar, so I wasn't actually, so the game was ending up cut off. It really frustrates me. Let's look at that again. And I should warn that this game is very profanity filled. This is not a game for children. So, unlike some of the games I play on this channel.
Have you lost your goddamn minds? You idiots are gonna pay for shooting up my... What the hell? Ugly motherfucker. Shit.
That was a pretty nice intro. We have a metal soundtrack. We have Paul muting. I'm very much here for that. The main character does not look like your typical Doom guy, though. Like he was fairly kind of, I don't know. He wasn't like a huge muscular strongman type that you expect, like that the Doom guy is. So no confusion that this isn't Doom, but clearly there is a lot of inspiration there. So let me actually hear myself. Hello, I'm talking. That's good. I was just making sure that my voice volume is well balanced with the game audio because it's been a little bit quiet in some recent videos. So let's take a look at the settings. We always love to go through the settings. I've already been through the display settings. Seems to be mostly working. We have this CRT effect on the main menu. I'm curious if that will remain once we get in game. There is a profanity setting. You can disable it or you can go heavy. Oops. I'm just gonna go normal. Voiceover subtitles. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it at the defaults. Alright. We may want to increase some of the scaling once we get in game. Usually when I find when playing on, this is a 1440p window, I usually find that the UI elements are not quite big enough. No, we do not want witch presence. And we will not skip the tutorial. Good, there's a tutorial. Warn on Intel GPU? Oh, okay. You are using integrated graphics. What are you doing? You might just have a potato PC. You could play old roguelikes on a potato. And very cool. I like the... Yeah, this was also a thing in Doom RL. I played Doom RL a lot. I don't think I ever beat it. I did get somewhat good at it, and so I'm curious how much of the mechanics are here. Wow, and there's been constant updates. March 11th, 2024. Wow. And I should mention, you know, always talking about everything and not actually playing the game, but so this is Jupiter Hell on Steam right now. It is discounted 60% off. It is $9.99 US dollars in the US. Obviously regional pricing is a thing. So that's why I got this actually. This was on sale and so was the game I played yesterday, Delta V. And I've had my eye on it for a while, so decided finally take the plunge. So let's hope we've got a help here. I assume we can get back to this menu at any point in the game. Mouse control is considered experimental, so that means that the controller is not experimental. Yes, and there is a time mechanic just like with Doom, so it seems like it's, you know, you move, they move, but you can have things where you're acting more slowly and you may or may not be able to take more turns than your enemy, just like having a high speed stat in Digimon. It's prepared us for playing hardcore roguelikes. Thanks, Digimon. And there's accuracy, yes. We will get into these. I want to see how much we get from the tutorial. Yes. Turn-based, grid-based, permadeath dungeon crawling game. A classic roguelike. But it's focused on combat. It's not so much like Not quite as trimmed down as Path of Akra, but similar focus. Well, that music is just nice and loud, but so am I. I need to keep checking. Yeah. I like how loud it is, but I think to turn my headphones down a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. And now I can't hear myself as much. Great. Okay, so let's get through this tutorial. Very zoomed out. Arrow keys or D-pad. We're at an angle. And you don't actually move diagonally. It's 2 moves blended to speed up play. That's good that they call it out. So that's what I just did. Tutorial, branch depth, minimap. Fills out as we explore. Oh, there's classes. Oh, yeah, that was eventually a thing. Oh, enemy. We get to see all their stats. And corners are very important in this game. That was a loud sound effect. 1 sec. We're not going to be having it that loud. It's going to be a while before I'm got my audio dialed, and it changes with every game. Green is your cover. Red is enemy cover. That's good. It wasn't something that you could see clearly in Doom RL. I think it was just a limitation of the ASCII graphics. So we can just press a button to shoot. So enemy weapon and chance to hit. We don't see chance to hit from them, but we see... Oh, I think the menu is screwed. The top right. The text is not properly aligned. You can see the damage is like hanging off there. I think it's shifted down a line. Excuse me. So reloading, does it just top up? Yeah, you don't have to worry about like magazines. Let's get his stuff. I love that I can use a controller to play this. That's pretty fun. So if we hold left trigger... Oh. So we're not going to pick it up because it's exactly the same as ours. Bump-based interactions. Medkits are I remember being a very precious resource. Oh yeah, this is very similar to Doom RL. This has to be the same developer. So we can just use it. I kind of like the game being louder. I was watching a video, and why I'm so paranoid about the audio levels is they're like, oh, the game should be between like 30 to 25 decibels. And if I do that, the game sounds way too quiet. I think they're talking about if you were like shoutcasting a match of like some competitive game. That has not gone well. I like the game to be nice and loud so you can feel like you're, you know, so you can be immersed in it. Alright, so we're in cover now. The direction you and they are facing doesn't matter. Good. Ah, and there is pain, which slows us down. Despite us taking cover, we're really getting shot up. We have active skills. Don't remember this. And it doesn't cost any time to use the skill, although some skills it might. So right trigger and D-pad left. So now that overcomes our... What does it actually do? It just removes our pain. It converts our pain modifier to health and protects us against pain. We live from pain. Shotgun does slash damage. Now, I think in, I'm trying to remember if there was like ammo types in Doom RL. So you could have like flechette rounds versus buckshot. Or like armor piercing versus hollow point. I can't remember. Or if that was tied to the weapon, so you could get a shotgun and then a flechette shotgun or something.
I call shotgun.
I also noticed they missed. I do believe if it works like Doom RL, if you're moving, the amount that you're moving perpendicularly to the direction the enemy's shooting at you from increases your evasion. It decreases their chance to hit you. So we gotta pick these up, we gotta reload. And X to fire. Oh, it actually hits multiple enemies. I didn't realize that. But you have to reload with each shot. We can easily switch. I love that. Gotta use our medkit. 40. I like that it tells us exactly how much it's gonna heal.
That hit the spot.
I need exact numbers. We're not gonna pick up that pistol ammo, I guess. You can blow up exploding barrels. Oh god, I just remembered a mechanic from Doom RL that I did not much care for, which is you can blind fire, basically. You can shoot into the darkness if you think there's an enemy there, but you can't actually see them. And hit them that way. And so that was something that, if you wanted to do really well, that was something you had to definitely do. It was kind of annoying because of how clunky it was. So I'm curious if that mechanic exists in this game. And we can wait. So it gives us a bonus to hit as well as to avoid. And then they go away. I didn't realize you can use items directly from the ground. That's nifty.
That takes care of this area.
So we want to drop the shotgun. Okay, so that they threw us through the tutorial. And okay, that's a good way of doing it. Now we can redo the tutorial if we want. We can also go ahead and disable the intro animation. So now I want to take a look at the help and get a little bit more in depth. It's just pointing out that how time works. But yeah, there's not a predictor of turn order. I don't even know how you would do that, because sometimes you can't even see the enemies that you're fighting against. So weapon accuracy, pain or any traits that modify accuracy, range, cover, and you can wait. It didn't mention anything about perpendicular movement. X, Y, or Z. Weapons can have a Z range? What does that mean? Oh, there's optimal... Oh, I see. It's not X and Y coordinates. They should have used a different letter, maybe. So optimal and max range. Cool. If there's 3, then there's actually a min range, so you can't shoot closer than that. Oh, you actually can, but the accuracy falls off. Okay. And it tells you if cover is in effect. And that's based on your target. So if we change targets, the cover indicators might change. Good to know. There is a dodge modifier. Yes, this is what I was talking about. When you move, you get a dodge modifier. And you can get those really cranked up so you can basically just dodge constantly being on the move, which is cool. The value seems twice higher for a moment when you move. This is the value used during the move. The value visible afterwards is the value you'll have this turn unless you move again. So when you move, you get the buff during the move. So if they shot at you that same turn, well, there isn't really turns. If they shot at you at the same time, it's turn-based, but there is actually a timeline, so it's kind of confusing to say that it's turn-based. When there is actually kind of a continuous timeline, not a discrete timeline necessarily. So if we move and they shoot at us, we'll get a very high dodge chance, and that we still get some residual dodge if we take another action after that move that isn't moving. So that's good to know. So you can Move, stop, shoot. Move, stop, shoot. Strafing. The question is it better to move then shoot, or is it better to just shoot, shoot, shoot? Like what? You're trading off dodging. At least it'll tell us what the modifier is, so that'll help us make a decision. And yeah, it is range focused. Okay. Good. It's good that they warn us about that. Alright, so we've been through all the help. I guess let's try playing a regular game. Get this on the road. I guess I should probably play on hard. Or on medium. Green's probably a solid choice for our first run. Because we get some healing. We have Fury, which when it's high enough, we can activate Adrenaline. So we want to make sure to be using that, not leaving our Fury capped, because if we have pain, so this balancing act of taking some damage and healing it using Fury. We have to get kills in order to generate Fury. It's not enough to like get hit. And we have 2 small medkits. I guess I'm typing this one. I should probably not use my... Because, like, we're going to have a bunch of characters... Generally, how these roguelikes work, if you're not familiar, is it's the name of your character, and so, you know, when you look back at your run history, you don't want to just see your name over and over. You might like to have unique names. So, we have the Doom guy, but this is our first time playing, so we're more like the Doomed guy.
Okay, who the hell shot me down?
Teen patrol of the Callisto orbit got shot down by the automated defense systems. Demon invasion in progress. And yes, I did play Doom and Doom Eternal. Those were decently fun. I was ready for them to be done, I will say that, and I did not go for the like, you know, 100%ing them. So what is the effect? In some roguelikes, simply doing what I'm doing now, moving around randomly, is highly detrimental. Oh, I have my YouTube video still playing. It's highly detrimental. Like, you'll start to get hungry. I can't remember if Doom RL had like a mechanic like that. I don't really like it that, but it's kind of essential to the design of some roguelikes as a thing to keep you pressing forward, so you don't just sit around grinding endlessly. So I can totally understand it, but it's nice when we don't have that extra pressure. But there's plenty of other things pressuring us. And remember, facing doesn't matter. It doesn't affect our visibility at all. It's like we're looking in all 4 directions simultaneously. 12 gauge shell. Love how... Oh, it's just so awesome playing this with a controller. It was already it already was a game that just was really snappy, like Doom RL, playing with a keyboard, but it's just so much better even now. So who are we looking at here? See our shoulder to switch targets. Okay. We got 2 guys, former grunts. Guy ahead of us. Oh, let's see what the pistol's stats are. 4-6. What does percent mean in terms of time? So maybe it is turn-based, but a turn is just kind of like almost like a metronome. And you can have actions that don't neatly align with that metronome in terms of the time they take. Okay, so what I think is if we stand here, we are vulnerable to both of them. So if we go over here, we can limit our exposure. We can wait for the guy to possibly come through the door. I like it how they have that marker out the top that shows that the door is open, because it's not exactly easy to see. So we're just gonna blast him in the face. I don't get it. We're supposed to have a buff, right? There, we have Hunker at least. I see, we came through that with like nothing lost. Okay, so here's something I'm wondering about. Can we not strip the ammo out of the magazine? Like, can we not take their magazine? Is it beneficial to do that? Let's see. So we picked it up. I'm gonna be mad if it is, because that's really tedious. Probably not. We can't really do anything here. We can save 4 shots if we care that much about it. Like, we can drop this one. But yeah, we can't, like, we can't just take the weapons shots out. That's okay. Well, I guess we'll just do this. No reason to have 2 copies of the same weapon. Poor guy didn't even get a shot off. Do we have encumbrance? That's another thing I was wondering if it existed in Doom. I don't think we do. That's good. That feels like Doom. Oh, hello. So you see, my instinct is to go down and to the right, but that would actually be 2 movements. And that guy's got a shotgun also. So we don't really want to be... Oh, and you can see that the green, I believe that means he has armor as well. So we don't really have any good tools to deal with him other than if we have pain. Oh, we're maxed out on Fury as well, so we can basically tank a shotgun hit and just sit here. I wonder if he's gonna shoot at that far away. Just gonna hunker here. He's still moving. He didn't even get a shot off. Alright, so combat knife. That seems very situational.
Time for some close combat. Shred them to pieces.
Okay. Search for the elevator. Is it beneficial to actually clear the floors? There is leveling up. So, oh wow, we have a lot of shotgun ammo. How do I switch guns? Right trigger. And it's not free. It takes time to switch, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it says on the bottom right how many seconds the action took. So like an actual turn is 1 second, but there are some actions that take less time. That's super useful. That was probably in Doom RL, but it's just really hard. It becomes really hard to parse the UI when the same symbols and characters that are used to represent the game world are also used to represent the UI. Like it's as opposed to this where it's very clear like what's UI and what's the game. I think it makes it a lot easier He got the drop on us. That's not fair. We can't hit him either. And our pain just went away. So if we used adrenaline, we wouldn't get anything out of it. So this cowardly tactic, this cowardly way of playing is not really that advisable. Once they see us, they will... Yeah, they will do stuff like this. Oh, it's 2 hit is 0? What does that mean? Oh, because I have a combat knife equipped. I did not mean to do that. Well... be able to use that adrenaline. Oh, I should have used the shotgun. I didn't realize that we were up against stronger guys. I should have taken a look. So, like, is it worth it to switch to our shotgun? Let's see how long it takes. Swap time 75%. So it'd be about a turn. Well, he has cover and we don't. This is not a good situation for us. This is a misplay. So instead of reloading, you can switch to your pistol. Remember, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading.
No fucking ammo! Reload! Ah!
Oh, he died. I deserved that. That was extremely bad handling of that situation. But this is how these games go. Things can just go wrong, like, really quickly. So now that we've played and we've doomed and we did really bad on our first run, now we're really depressed about our situation. So now we're Doomer guy.
Everyone.
Know what you have equipped. Lesson learned. Uh-oh. Did that open automatically? Well. We have some cover, he doesn't. To really use adrenaline, definitely, at the opportune moment. If you're really clever, you'll know, like, you'll be able to listen for when they are reloading. So you can sometimes change your... And I should be remembering to reload too. Just waiting a little bit. I think we're good. Oh, someone's there. Interesting. We saw we caught a glimpse of them moving, but we didn't. We didn't actually, like, see them when they stopped. Shotgun shell. Pistol.
Groovy.
Hold on to the combat knife for now. It's probably a better idea to just have the shotgun as a start. Man, that was such a bad first. What's that? key cards. Just like Doom. That door opened already. I already know where the elevator is. So this can sometimes happen where... Oh. Security drone. Former grunt. Okay. Let's blast. Let's start blasting. So I moved. Reload. Still a former grunt. Keeping an eye on that adrenaline meter. Baited and outsmarted.
That takes care of this area.
Oh good, and they tell us when the area is clear too. I think it's good to full clear areas, at least at the start, but I'm not sure what comes after that. Now we have to figure out what are we going to do. And yes, so generally there's kind of a tier 1 of skills and then a tier 2 that depends on what skills you took in tier 1. And then a tier 3 that requires a certain combination of skills. Oh, and we can also store points for later use. So let's take a look what our options are. I'm enjoying this, definitely. Skilled improves our class traits. So this improves, because we're a Marine, this improves our health per level and adrenaline, so we will heal more. It doesn't improve our adrenaline generation, though. Iron Man adds max health and bleed resistance. We haven't bled yet, I think. We will. This affects our fury. Okay, fury capacity and adrenaline. So I guess this must be tied to the Marine class, but skilled is potentially not. I don't know. Because it was written so generically. Fury capacity, adrenaline damage bonus. And to really leverage fury, you need a lot of, like, adrenaline. The only thing we can spend our fury on right now is adrenaline. Hellrunner is if we want to spec into moving and dodging. Which can be interesting. Probably beneficial for a melee build. Well, you probably don't want to go with a melee build right at the start. Son of a gun. Crit chance bonus. Okay, I love they have that summary right at the top there. It also improves the pistol max range, so it really focuses on the pistol and revolver. Maybe there's multiple pistols. It says pistol ranges. Reload faster. Shooting a bunch. Consecutive shots. Okay, so that probably wouldn't be good for a shotgun. Gives us some armor. And pain resist. This seems like it could... Okay, this doesn't reduce the amount of pain that we have, but it reduces the effect of pain. So that's good. I was going to say, this seems like its counter goes against our class. Generates more fury. And this is focused on melee damage for sure. like tough as nails plus Hell Runner seems like it could be particularly good for a melee build. Extra ammo. And let's see what this turns into. So tough as nails lets us use cover more survivability. Gunslinger. Pistol SMG, that's pretty cool. I like the idea of dual SMGs. Skill lets us start to see enemies on the minimap. Oh, that's right, I have completely neglected the minimap. Item modding capabilities. Yes, there are mods. We haven't really gotten into those yet. I think we pick them up as we go. They're just kind of like an item that you can apply to weapons. This is for Hell Runner. Damage output is higher when our health is lower. Wow. Speed. Oh, this gives us a new active skill. So it gives evasion and... we can move twice as fast. 50% move cost. They mean 50% of 1 second, which means 0.5 seconds, I think. But it's 50% because it's probably like, well, there could be other things that affect how much a move is. And what do we get to eventually? So let's say I thought Gunslinger was really interesting and Son of a Gun. That's kind of a glass cannon build, which I'm curious to try. It's probably better to go for a survivability build, though. But I just can't resist. It'll make me want to play this game again, although I already was, enjoying the game. So what of these go well with that? None of them, basically. None of them build off of Son of a Gun and Gunslinger. So that is a sign to me that maybe we can do that, but let's focus on survivability first. It's Hell Runner. Iron Man. It's interesting, though, that these requirements they're all level 1. So we can kind of pick them up at any point. Like, what's going to be most useful? I think Iron Man could be really useful. I like Vampire. I like being able to heal. Vampire. So Iron Man and Rip and Tear. Gives us a melee damage bonus. Ah, interesting. So we switch to our knife and we knife them when they get close, potentially. Okay, but let's take Iron Man. I think that is a very... Tough as Nails. Tough as Nails gives us armor. So that benefits Survivor. We will likely pick up armor at some point as well. So Survivor or Vampire? Vampire seems really cool. Survivor seems like a solid choice. Vampire seems like, hope you know what you're doing. but... And I also liked this gunslinger. Well, if we're getting crits on people, that also can help us survive. Let's just go with that. It's what I was originally wanting to do. I love that by the icons you can already tell what something is. Oh look, we recovered some health by stepping on a health orb. Just want to fully explore. Right. Oh, I love that they start running as you hold in a direction. Oh, that's a great way to do it, because that is how the game worked, but that was because of the key being repeated by your keyboard in Dumarel. Alright, we're on our own now. So let's have the shotgun ready to go. Although pistol is our strong weapon, because of our crit damage, and it also increases the range. Alright. And another mechanic in Dumarel was if you could listen for enemies, and that could tell you where they were in the darkness, and you could just blind fire. So which of these hallways looks safe? Well, basically none of them. Let's peek best we can. There's some barrels there. I would like to stay away from those and potentially let the enemies run right into those. So maybe if we peek out, we catch a glimpse of somebody very carefully. Ooh, shiny. Let's run towards that. It's very concerning when you reach a new floor and haven't spotted anybody yet. Uh-oh, see. I love the track. That's a good splash. Much better than the music in Super Woden GP2. Much better than the drum sounds in Super Woden GP2. This is like superior drummer sounds rather than, or like actual drums rather than the cheapest drum pad sound effects known to man. So I'm considering switching to the pistol and shooting, just because I only see one guy. So, okay, we could shoot him. It wouldn't be a kill. Or we could manually aim if I remember how to do that. I think it was clicking the right stick. And that takes care of him. Now, I believe enemies react to sound. So yeah, we're gonna want to keep a handle on that. He's got an auto rifle. I guess it doesn't matter which direction we move when it comes to dodge. He's probably trying to path around the explosion there. There you go. He may have gone into that. Is that a door? trying to get the drop on us? No, that's not a door. Where did he actually go? Did he not get the memo that we're here? Wreaking havoc? Or did he just die? Oh, no. That is not a good place to be for us, because if he misses... It's good to just kind of hang out. Throw. Oh, I did not want to do that. Undo. They are shooting each other, so that's... I'll take it. Our cover got destroyed. Cover is very important. It's funny because it's like, oh, it's Doom. Like, it's a run and gun shooter. Well, yeah. This is more cover based. We already have a shotgun. Auto rifle. Let's take a look at that. So it's a burst fire, or it's automatic. It has a bonus to crit damage. It also has a very long reload time. So it's not very synergistic with our what we've been using. And interesting that we only have 3 slots. We cannot just like cart a bunch of weapons around in our inventory and move them into slots. We're stuck. So if we want to get rip and tear eventually, which we do, and which is beneficial if you're going for a melee, if you have melee as an option, then we're gonna want combat knife. So, but this does 16 impact. This does 9x3. So that is, the range on it is actually little worse. It can go farther, but you're not gonna hit anything there. I don't know. I'm just not sure that I would use it. We didn't take rip and tear yet. We're actually going to want to like dual wield 2 guns eventually too. So I should really pick up one of these pistols. I guess that won't really go well with I see the upgrades stuff again, traits. So I wanted Vampire, which requires Iron Man and Rip and Tear. We haven't even taken them yet. First I wanted to get Gunslinger. 2 to be used at the same time. Yeah, I think we'll have pistols aplenty, I'm sure, as we get further on. So we don't need to pick it up now. Do we want this though? I don't know, maybe. Maybe it would be better than a combat knife. I'm not sure we really would want to be doing a whole lot of melee, but who knows. Is it fast to switch to the knife? Yes, very fast. 25%. Pistol, Rifle, not so much. And we have that crit bonus from the pistol as well, which is pretty nice. And range bonus. Also, we might end up running out of ammo. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the rifle right now. I can see us just running out of ammo for the foreseeable future. Ah, I love that splash. The splash ostinato. Alright. So you hear that sound effect? Oh, was that just the elevator? That wasn't an enemy call out. The splash is that. It's this. Oh, so we can spend multi-tools to do things. We can also read emails telling us where we might find certain equipment that I'm sure we will easily forget. There's a strong room here. That's pretty cool. It gives us some hints on what we might expect with this run. And it highlights the words that are important. That's great. I don't remember that from Doom RL, but it's been updated a lot too, probably after I was done playing it. Okay, let's take a look at these shiny things. Automed. I don't know what this is. It's a utility. Heal a bit of health entering a level. Increase marine heal per level. Awesome. Armor, yes.
Armor up.
Just what I wanted. We need to heal, so we better do that next time we got some pain. Okay, so that thing there is like a health orb. We don't want to pick... It's like temporary HP, so we don't really want to pick it up until we're good and ready. Better open this door with a shotgun. Yeah, well...
Done. Where next?
Awesome. I forgot that it tells you when you're done with the floor. So now we can just kind of explore freely. There's these blue markers. What's that mean? I like that the guide knows when there's no more enemies on the floor. I wonder how they explain that. Oh, there's multiple elevators. So that's what the blue is. It's an elevator to the next level. I assume we can't go back down. What's that? Oh, were we breaking the box? Yeah, we can punch the boxes. I hope we don't try to punch the exploding barrels accidentally. Oh, this is back to level 1, so yes, we can go back down. Huh. That can get a little... Oh, the elevator's inactive. Well, so much for the temporary HP.
Oh, this will be a mess.
Oh, is it because there's explosives everywhere? Well, if it's gonna be a mess... then I suppose we can just use our pistol to set off the mess, so to speak. Fury's not yet recovered enough. Right? We've got to have 30 points. And it converts 1/4 of your pain to hell. Oh, and it also just... it does heal a bit when we activate it, but it's better to activate it when we have pain. It heals additional. I always like to peek, wait a bit. Let's clear out the immediate vicinity. This truly is the way to play a roguelike with a controller. Can we actually get down to that lower level? So much for being a bloodbath. We can just fire the gun. In order to draw out enemies. Fire Fiend. Oh, yikes. That was probably not the best decision there. So it does have a chain reaction. And that stuff lingers. We can't move diagonally through it. You notice that our armor is at 2, so I think... oh no, it just gives us some protection. Okay, so this is damage resistance. Oh, it has durability, that's it. Okay. Didn't really want to do that, but I'll take it. See guys lurking in the shadows. This is a good spot to be. Not taking the bait. Don't like that. good angle.
There's nothing here.
Could have done that better. Don't have multi-tools. We've already read all these emails. Good, so we don't have to always be checking these once we find the first one. This time we get some damage, I will Fury. Don't like these long walkways. Do not feel safe. No cover. Wow. It chained even further than I thought. Wait for those to die down. I assume we can take damage from that. Something interesting there. Elevator. Not sure what that is. Callisto Hub. Sounds self-explanatory. Full. That is better than usual. I do want to check it out.
More firepower.
Laner 3, bonus damage against low tier enemies. What does that mean? It also has that crit damage boost that makes our pistol better. This seems too good to pass up. I do like the combat knife, but for our potential future of using rip and tear, but let's try this auto rifle out. And also something really nice about it is, oh, it's 9mm. Wait. So, okay. Silly me, I didn't realize 9mm ammo is used by a lot of weapons, so my previous concern about running out of ammo was not really warranted. Alright. Well, we'll have this as our main for now, even though it doesn't really synergize with the upgrade that I took. I'm sure that's just a connecting. Yep. Can be easy in this game. It almost runs like too fast. We're just gonna run and then gonna pop that. Wonder if I can shoot there. I can. See, I shot at the darkness, but I knew there was something there. So even though I wasn't able to actually exactly target the tile I wanted, which was the explosive barrel, I was still able to hit it. So this is, shooting at the dark is definitely going to be a thing that we have to do. Gunslinger level 2 is going to require Son of a Gun level 2. Oh, the crit chance applies to everything, not just the pistol. Good. So we'll go ahead and take that. I didn't realize that. Oh. They're gonna be getting damaged. As they go through the fire. Like, watch this, if they're not already dead. I keep accidentally almost pressing the wrong button and, like, wasting a turn. See that? I just got a kill. Very important skill in this game. I think the Fanatic's going to rather be a problem for us. Yeah, you generally don't want to do that. Well, no better time than to use our adrenaline here, right? I let the Fanatic really get the drop on me. 7.62 ammo, but we don't have anything that shoots that. You gotta be really careful with these Fanatics. I probably should have had my auto rifle ready to go. Bad. Might as well pick it up. Who knows? Okay, I think we're about done with this floor, which will be perfect timing. Or he did say that we were done with this floor, so. $44 ammo. So we'll pick it up. Never know when we'll get something it fits. Alright. Can I end the run here? We've cleared the floor out. So this has been Jupiter Hell. I've quite enjoyed this game. After playing a bunch of Doom RL, this is really awesome. All these memories coming back, because I played it a long time ago. And so it has that bit of the nostalgia factor for me, but it is so improved, and I do love that it has controller support, and it works so well. They did a great job with this. I could definitely see playing this more. If only there weren't so many good games that I've been trying out recently. But again, it is on Steam right now. It is $9.99 US. It is on sale for 60% off in the US. And I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have, and I will see you in whatever comes next.
The fuck you waiting for?